the God of the Old Testament is like a different character. There's the God of the Old Testament and there's Jesus. So if you read the Old Testament and you see a much more military, jealous, apparently vindictive, then you have this Jesus figure, the meek and mild, the endlessly loving, the impossible to picture as anything other than just like love and softness and beautiful. Can you understand why people see these as incompatible?
Jesus sounds soft, but people miss what he's actually saying. The biblically illiterate say things like this. See, Jesus is gentle. He's meek, he's loving, he's nothing like the Old Testament God. And then they point to turn the other cheek, like that proves it. But that's not what's happening. Jesus isn't saying that defending yourself doesn't matter, evil doesn't matter, justice doesn't matter, force is never necessary. He's talking to individual people about personal retaliation, vendetta. He's saying, don't live your life fueled by revenge. Don't answer insult with insult. Don't let hatred shape who you become. In other words, don't become the monster. That's controlled meekness, not weakness. That's strength and restraint in the face of animal impulse. Skeptics also make this mistake. They take Jesus' teaching about how you personally respond to evil and turn it into a rule for how God must deal with evil everywhere, forever. But that's not correct. Because if God never judges anything, then what happens? Violent people win. Abusers win. Enslavers win. People who destroy others just keep going. And here's the irony. Even the skeptic doesn't believe that utopian pacifist world works. They'll say punishment is bad, then praise revolutions. They'll say war is evil, then celebrate the Civil War ending slavery, a war which resulted in the deaths of countless men, women, elderly, and children. But oh, heaven forbid the Almighty is allowed to dish out the same justice in order to restrain evil in the world he created. But everyone who is sane knows this. Sometimes evil has to be restrained. So when the Bible shows God judging evil, that's not a different God from Jesus. That is Jesus. Jesus is God stepping into the world personally to save sinners. The same God also restrains evil across history as judge. Same character, same morality, different roles and vantage points, different moments. Turn the other cheek doesn't mean evil should win or that we turn a blind eye to it. It means you turn a blind eye to your own vindictiveness.